Hey guys, it's SIKIZE here, and today I wanted to do a little commentary about a Hauppauge PVR that I've wanted to get for quite a while now. So I've wanted to record console gameplay ever since I saw my first Black Ops 2 Funny Moments video by Vanossgaming back in 2013. I was fascinated. Later that day, while binging his videos, I heard Evan say he uses an Elgato Game Capture HD, but upon further research on this so-called Elgato capture card, I realized it cost upwards of $100, and you needed to have a computer or laptop connected to it at all times, neither which I had or could afford at the time. So I just forgot about it for the next few years. In mid-2015, I heard of a cool new capture card called the Hauppauge Rocket HD PVR. It could record video from any HDMI or component, composite or AV cables directly to USB storage device. Oh my gosh, it was perfect. There was just one issue. It cost over $150. So I couldn't afford it, and I couldn't convince my older brother it was worth buying. So I decided to earn some money. I started off hopeful, but my situation only worsened when the Canadian dollar plummeted in value. I felt like every time I would make a bit of money, I was only struggling to keep up with the locally rising price of this piece of hardware. A few months later, approaching the end of 2016, I realized that I had enough money to get this after my birthday and Christmas. So this is before Christmas, but I was aware of how much money I'd be getting. So I knew, hey, I can get this capture card, and I realized that at one of my local retailers, it only cost $150 Canadian, even after the whole price raise and value drop in the Canadian dollar. So I was hyped. I had enough money to get it, and I told myself I'm going to wait till Boxing Day to get it. There might not be a sale, but I'll wait anyway, just for something to look forward to once Christmas is all over. So Christmas comes, I have a really good time. The next day, it's snowing, which it rarely does where I live, and I'm happy. So I told my mom I want to go early so that we can get this PVR before it's too busy in there. So we arrive at around 10:30 maybe. That's our idea of early. And there's it's not busy at all. So we continued on to the electronics section. We picked up this PVR. It looked absolutely amazing. I was breathtaking, and I couldn't wait to go try it at home. So I pulled it off the shelf, told my mom this is the one. She said, "Are you sure?" And I said yes. I'm not joking. So we went to the cashier, then we paid for it. It was $168 after tax, and I walked home. I was really excited to use it, so it was quite a long walk home. I plugged it into my TV and started recording my Xbox 360 with the HDMI cable, and it was awesome. It was recording at 720p, 60 FPS, an awesome bitrate, nothing was wrong with it, I absolutely loved it. So after this happened, I thought, okay, I can't wait to see how I can record using composite cables. So I plugged in my Nintendo Wii and started recording some Mario Kart gameplay. Then I brought it over to my PC, plugged in the USB stick, and realized that it was, the aspect ratio was like a square. So 1:1 aspect ratio, and the resolution was awful. You could barely make out shapes in there. I could not recognize my own face if I saw it close up in that resolution. It was awful. Less than 100 pixels tall, definitely. So I thought it's just an issue with the configuration. So I installed the software on my PC, and I plugged the PVR directly into my PC and started adjusting the settings, and I thought, okay, I have it all set. No, I didn't. I took an old video camera that records onto digital tapes, and it has a AV output, so I put that into the S-Video adapter that comes with the Hauppauge, and I put it into the PVR, and sure enough, it's not showing any improvement in resolution. So I just kind of gave up for the day. The next morning I tried it, and it was even worse. The colors were all over the place. So I thought that there's definitely something wrong with this PVR, it's defective, and it turns out that it actually was. So, yeah, the next day I returned it, and I was really sad, because I'd been looking forward to this for years, honestly, years, since 2013. So that's soon to be 5 years. Well, it's 4 years almost exactly. And yeah, I'm really disappointed. So I returned it. I got all my money back, but you know, I didn't pick up another one. I didn't want to pick up another one. I was just kind of let down. So now I have some money to spare that I plan on buying a Nintendo Switch with. And yeah, that pretty much concludes my capture card failure story. And yeah, that's kind of sad that I looked forward to something for years and then it never came true, even though I was so sure that it would. And I thought that would make a great addition to my YouTube channel, and I still do, but I think that I'll just hold off on buying a capture card until I have my own laptops that I can use an HD60 by Elgato with it. Yeah. Sorry about that. On a nicer note, I found a really cute video of cats. Okay, guys, but everything necessary having been said... Wow, I haven't used that outro in ages. Well, like 4 months, but still, everything necessary having been said, bye.
Hardpoint identified. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed.